Alright guys, Matt here. I'm about to show you my 90 Bronco, and I'm gonna basically talk about how you pull the transmission out of her. I'm gonna go through the step-by-step on it and talk through it. Alright, so this is what the transmission looks like right here. That's the transmission. So the transfer case, we drop it in one piece, makes it easier. You see torque converter still in there, and you see we've got, that's one, that's the second, and your third connection to the main wiring harness. This is your MLPS, which is your manual lever neutral safety switch. Keeps you from starting the truck in neutral. This is to control your 4x4. You control your transfer case to put it in 4-wheel drive, too low, too high. These are for your speed sensor. These are breather holes, and this is another connection. That's where you actually put your shift lever linkage to. And this right here is your skid plate. Alright, so first, whenever you're going to pull a transmission, always remember to disconnect your battery. Make sure you pull the positive and negative terminal. I'm going to show you what you got to do under here. So, first you're going to see this cross member, the one of two that hold the transmission. Well, this is the only one that holds it. So, first thing that you're going to do is you're going to want to make sure you disconnect the hard lines connected here, and there's a second one. It's going to be tough to see. There's a second one right up there. There's a second hard line. You're going to disconnect those, make a mess with some trans fluid, and then next I'd say you go with the starter. You're gonna disconnect the starter cables, the ground and the positive, disconnect the 2 bolts from the transmission, and then support the transmission. And you can, once you support the transmission, you can loosen these 2 bolts and make sure you hold the transmission with the proper transmission jack, and you're free to go. As you can see, I've still got my front drive shaft out. It's not connected at the moment. We will be putting it in today. Runs all the way up to your front axle. That'll be next on the list before dropping the transmission. And then the back drive shaft. And as you can see, I've got one muffler and tip left, and on the other side we had to cut it, sadly, so that we could pull the transfer case and transmission all in one piece. As you see, I've got a new seal on here. She's all sealed up. Followed the manufacturer's specifications. I'm putting the RTV on the seal. Made sure she sealed real nice, and you can see it's all tightened up, looking good. And slowly you would loosen each bolt on the bell housing. There is 6 on my bell housing, and you go around the bell housing, work your way up to the top, and loosen the bolts and drop them out. And as you do that, you better have the front end supported. Well, she's gonna come down and crush something. Very heavy transmission, weighs almost 400 pounds with fluid in it, and can be very dangerous to work on and work under. But as long as you're safe and smart, you should be good on replacing, and we don't have any problems. So as long as you're safe, smart, got all the tools and equipment, you'll be good to go. Thank you for watching. Have a great one.